Hello everyone, it's very early in the morning and I'm back at work preparing a couple of new videos. My next film is the one from Alvediston. I'm filming something which I wouldn't normally show people, which is the research trip to the church. And doesn't it look stunning? It's quite fun filming what would normally not be filmed because the spontaneity that results from that is often better than something that's been meticulously planned, and I hope you think so on Sunday. That's when that video will be uploaded. I'm also going to give everybody a behind the scenes tour of my practice organ at home while I'm planning the repertoire for the proper video to Alvediston. So it should be interesting, I hope. There's a very autumnal feel today. It's a bit chilly and quite damp. Anyway, so that's Sunday's video sorted. But for the week after, I want to use some of the footage I made at Leckford, which is the church where there were 3 organs, all of which were unsatisfactory. So that church had a pipe organ that didn't work at all, a harmonium that barely worked, and an electronic organ which sounded good as an electronic organ but not very good in recording. And I have a plan. You may think this is radical, but it has historical precedent, both musically and in my own musical career. This is my synthesizer, which I bought when I was 14. It's not a toy in any way. This is a serious piece of kit. It was quite expensive when I bought it. I've been here playing some Bach inventions on it, trying to get used to all the different parameters that it has. It works in a very similar way to a pipe organ even. In fact, I often say that a pipe organ is a primitive synthesizer. So I started by playing Bach on it, and it just sounds like switched on Bach. You know that old album by Wendy Carlos? It just sounds like a toy, really. You get the idea with that. Not my cup of tea at all. It's got too much of what you'd call functional harmony. It's too much like classical music, and when you play that on a synthesizer, it just sounds cheesy. You have to go back a few hundred years to get something really fulfilling out of this. Let me show you some Plainsong. The glory of the beauty of the morning, the cuckoo crying over the untouched dew, the blackbird that has found it, and the dove that tempts me on to something sweeter than love. White clouds ranged, even and fair as new-mown hay. The heat, the stir, the sublime vacancy of sky and meadow and forest and my own heart. The glory invites me, yet it leaves me scorning all I can ever do, all I can be, beside the lovely of motion, shape and hue, the happiness I fancy fit to dwell in beauty's presence. my first Plainsong experiment. This is not here to replace the pipe organ in any way. I am first and foremost an organist, so there will be plenty of that. In particular, the Alvediston recital should be a big organ performance because the organ there was really good. Rarely do I find a church organ that's in tune, where all the notes work and it makes enough noise that you can play proper organ music. I'll keep you posted on developments, organ-wise, synthesizer-wise, but in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed that.